Alright, welcome class. This is week 28. This is Monday, March 11th, 2019 homework solution. Here, this asks us to find the cube root of all these problems here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these are asking for the cube root. How do you know it's a cube root? Because it has this symbol next to it. Normally, we call it a square root because this is a 2. But if it's a 3, it's a cube root. So please understand that. 3, when it's a 3 right there, it is considered a cubed root. Okay? When it is a 2, it's considered a square root. And again, because it makes those shapes. Alright. So let's do the first one. What is the cube root of 729? There are two ways to do this, and I'm going to show it to you. The first is the chart. So here is a list of all the cube roots that you should memorize. Okay? You have 729 is right here. That's the cube, right? So the volume is 729. So each side is 9. So there you go. So we would say this answer would be just 9. Okay? It's not plus or minus 9. It is just 9. Okay? Why is that? I can draw it for you. So, if we have a cube here, alright, let me just, it's going to take me a while to make my cube. That's a horrible cube. That's better. Right? The volume, if the volume here on the inside, if the volume on the inside of the cube is, oh, that's okay. If the volume here in the cube, if the volume is 729, okay, if the volume is 729 here, that means each side here is going to have a value of 9. Right? So the length can be 9, the width can be 9, and the depth of the box can also be 9. Okay? Because 9 times 9 right here, the depth, because 9 times 9 times 9 gets you that volume of 729. Okay? There you go. That's what this represents. That's what the cube root represents. A cube with this volume has a side of 9, 9, and 9. Okay? Alright. So we would say that this one has a cube root of 9. Okay, the value is 9 for it. This one, what about if it's 125? We can use our chart here, or we can use Desmos. Okay, this time I'm going to show you how to use Desmos. So again, you would use Desmos, the scientific calculator right there. Okay. Now, we would like to enter this exactly in. Where is this symbol? If we press this, it defaults to the square root. So you want to press this, the n square root symbol, because it gives you an option to enter what value here. I would enter 3 because that is what the cube root is. Now you enter the number 125. Hit enter. The answer here is 5. So the answer here is 5. Okay? And again, what does that mean? If we had a volume of a box with value 1 to 5. Okay. If we had a volume of a box, that should be box, not book. Sorry about that. If we had a box with the volume of 1 to 5, the side would be 5. Okay? That's what it represents. Alright, so again, two ways to do it. Memorize the chart or learn and use the calculator. Up to you. For me, I like using the calculator. I recommend that you use the calculator because you're allowed to use the Desmos calculator on the state test, or it's embedded into the state testing is the Desmos calculator. So let me show you here. Alright, let's just do that. Next one, 3, the cube root of 1,000. So press this button, right, the n square root button. 3 to represent the cube root. Enter the number in. There you go. This one would be 10. Oops. This one would be 10. Alright, there you go. Let's do that again. Oop. Let's see if I can shrink the screen on this. Alright. Okay. What is the cube root of 3 cube root 1728? The answer there would be 12. What about 5? Press that n square root button. Enter the value of 3n for Stanford cube root 1728. That stands for the value of 12. Ooh, was that the same answer? Oh, it's the same question. Huh. That had a value of 12. Alright. Cube root. Oops, sorry. Cube root. Enter the 3 for the cube. 512. That becomes 8. Cube root 64. Oop, 3. And the value is 64. That gets you the cube root of 4. Okay. I'm going to show you something afterwards, right, if it doesn't make sense. Okay. And last one, 8. The n square root button. Enter the value 3. Put 343 in here. Get you the value 7. Alright, there you go. Okay. Now, if you want to check it, right, let's check this one. Okay. How do you get 172.8? This, right, means 12 times, right, x 12 multiply 12 multiply 12. Okay, watch this. 12 times, oops, sorry, let's do another line. 12 times 12 times 12 equal to, see, you get 1,728. Let's check 6. This should be, that's the cube root of 512 is 8. That means if 8 times 8 times 8, what does that get you? 512. Do you see? That's what the cube root is. It's just 3 of that value rather than 2 of that value multiplying like the square root. Okay? Alright, so there you go. Those were all your solutions here for Monday that asked you for the cube roots.